Amora stood frozen. Her uncle's grip slowly loosened from her arm. You're the new owner?" he asked, his voice trembling. The young man remained calm. "Yes. The documents were completed this morning." He stepped closer, his eyes steady on Amora. "Your father didn't just save my life, he protected your future." Amora's heart pounded. "My father knew. He knew greed might rise after his death. So he placed the land under legal protection, in your name." Her uncle staggered backward as villagers began to gather. Whispers filled the air. But Amora wasn't listening anymore. She was looking at the young man. Not as a stranger, but as someone mysteriously tied to her past, and maybe her future. For the first time, she noticed the softness in his eyes when he looked at her. It wasn't pity. It was something warmer. Something that made her heart beat faster. 2 days later, her mother's treatment continued successfully at the hospital. That evening, he returned, but without the expensive car. He walked toward her roadside stand quietly. "You came back," she said softly. "I told you," he smiled, "this is not charity." They talked longer that day. About her dreams of studying business before poverty forced her to stop. About how lonely he felt after surviving the attack years ago. "I never forgot your father," he said. "And I never forgot this village." Silence fell between them. But it was peaceful. The kind of silence where two hearts begin to understand each other without words. Before leaving, he looked at her gently. "Amora, what if we build something together?" Her heart skipped. "Together?" "Yes. Not just business." She lowered her eyes shyly. For the first time in years, hope didn't feel dangerous. Months passed. The land transformed. Where dry grass once grew, a beautiful agricultural processing center now stood. Jobs were created. Families were fed. The village began to rise. But something else had grown too. Love. He visited often, not in suits, not in luxury cars, but in simple clothes, sitting beside her mother, laughing and eating roasted corn. The villagers began to whisper. One evening, under the golden sunset sky, he walked her across the land her father once farmed. "I used to think I survived that attack by luck," he said quietly. "But now I understand. I survived to find you again." Tears filled Amora's eyes. "You didn't come back just to repay a debt, did you?" He smiled. "No." He reached into his pocket. "Not for money, but for a small ring. Your father saved my life. But loving you, that was my choice." Her breath caught. "Amora, will you spend your life with me?" The same girl with torn slippers. The same girl who once had only 2,500 Nigerian nairas. Now standing on land worth millions. Not just rich in property, but rich in purpose. And rich in love. "Yes," she whispered. Her mother watched proudly as the village celebrated their engagement. Even her uncle, humbled by truth, came forward to apologize. "I was blinded by greed," he admitted. Amora forgave him. Because her father had taught her something greater than wealth. Grace. As the sun set over the village near Makodi, children ran freely across the land that once carried sorrow. Poverty had knocked. Destiny had answered. But love completed the miracle.